This has been a few weeks coming. So basically what's been happening is, this is a big announcement. This is an anticipated announcement, a surprise announcement. It was a surprise to me. What kind of announcement is it? It's exciting. It's just unexpected. So basically, when I was in California, so I got there June 13th, and we were there, I think we left July 7th. While I was there, I was really tired, and I just assumed it was because time change, sharing a room with 3 kids, chasing after 7 kids while we were there. I don't know, I kept thinking it was other things, and then my sciatica started acting up, which I thought was weird, but I thought maybe it was because my sister-in-law punched me in the butt. I was like, dang, you punched hard. And I was supposed to get my period, and I woke up that morning and I didn't get it, and I went to church and I was like, oh, I'll get it. Had to take my mom back to where she lived, took an hour drive, got home, checked, period, and then I kind of started freaking out, and I told my sister-in-law, because by then we were in Central California. Anyway, so I told her, she was like, you're fine, you're fine. I told my husband's cousin, she was like, you're fine, you're fine. And I was like, no, I don't think I am. All of a sudden, like, all these symptoms I was having were starting to, like, make sense as to why I was having them. So we went and got a test, and I didn't need to pee. Like, I could not pee. So I put all the kids to bed. I was gonna take a bath. It was like 10:30, 11:30, I don't know, it was pretty late. And I took it, and as soon, you know how you take the test and the urine has to go across, and then usually it takes like 2 to 3 minutes for like the test line and then the pregnant or not pregnant line to pop up. Well, as the urine was going like across the screen, the pregnancy line was already popping up, and I was like, what? It was the most shocking moment of my life. So yeah, I am pregnant. And I probably won't post this for a little bit, just to make sure that I am for sure pregnant. But I'm pregnant. I took 2 tests over there. I took another cheapy test when I got back. And today was my first midwife appointment. I'm like 6 weeks, 3 days, I don't know. After the first kid, you don't count the days. You just know, 6 weeks and some change, whatever. So, I had a midwife appointment. I'm a little bit worried because I'm not as sick as I usually am. I'm still sick. I'm like nauseous right now. And I think I'm going to go snack on something before I go to bed. But I'm not as laid out on the floor dying sick as I usually am, so I'm a little bit worried. But I went to my midwife appointment today, and everything looks fine. When, you know, I was like, urine test, I wanted to do an early glucose and check the size of my uterus, just make sure it's not abnormally large. So it wasn't, so it looks like I am about 6 weeks. Tomorrow I go in for an early ultrasound just to make sure there's something there and something to look forward to. I've never had a miscarriage, and I hope I never do. So I'm hoping there's a little itty bitty baby bean in there with a little baby bean heartbeat. So after today's midwife appointment, I won't be going back for another 6 weeks. And between now and that 6-week appointment, I should be seeing the maternity, I don't know, something. It's for like high-risk pregnancies because Aria has Down syndrome. We're at a higher risk to have another baby with Down syndrome. and we like to know early on what we're facing, if there's anything to face, so that we can be mentally prepared and emotionally prepared. So I'm going in with the mentality that I will be getting a CVS at 12 to 13 weeks. I think 12 weeks. But that is still up in the air. I still have to see the specialist and see what they say. But I'm thinking that's the route we'll go. And then we'll probably see the baby. If there's a baby in there, we'll see the baby another time with them, because they like to do lots of ultrasounds and fancy ultrasounds. And then after that, I should be seeing the baby again with the midwife, the ultrasound at the midwife, and then 20-week appointment. So right now the due date is March 4th, so I'll have 2 December babies and possibly 2 March babies, maybe a February baby, but I keep my babies in late. The earliest one has been Ezra, and he came at 39 weeks and like 6 days. Aria was 40 weeks and 6 days, and Aries was like 40 weeks and 4 days. So I don't have babies early whatsoever, which is fine. So it looks like it, according to my history, probably a March baby. I'm gonna take my camera tomorrow to my ultrasound appointment. Hopefully everything's okay. Was this planned? No, not at all. I was planning on going to school and pursuing my master's degree, but with this little one coming, I'm putting school on hold again. I know what I want to do, which is nice. I can't focus on a pregnancy, giving all my extra attention to Aries the last few months. He's the baby of the family, and school. Like, it's just not going to happen. And then once I have the baby, it's nursing 24/7. Like, my body belongs to this baby for the next year, 2 years, basically. Which sucks, but it's what you do for your babies. So this is for sure going to be our last baby. I will be taking more serious precautions for birth control, hopefully non-hormonal. I'm thinking copper IUD. After this, because I'm done. I don't want any more babies. 4 is definitely enough. 4 is like a lot. Like, who has 4 kids? Like, that's so many. That was what I freaked out about the most. I'm having a baby. That's the big news. That's the big life-changing, oh my gosh, we were not planning this, and oh my gosh, Aries is still so little. After having Aria and Ezra so close together, and then the 3-year gap between Aries and Aria, that was perfect. So we always thought, like, oh, when he turns 3, we'll decide. We will either have our last one, or we'll be done, and we'll just take like permanent precautions. And this little surprise has taken that kind of like out of our hands. So we're having our first 2 babies close and our last 2 babies close, and this is going to be crazy. Like, so crazy. 6 weeks, I'm already puking, I'm already nauseous, my house is already a mess, I haven't been doing laundry, I haven't been cleaning, Sock's out of town, the kids start school next month, I have to get all their school shopping done, I have appointments for Aria that I haven't even like wrote in my schedule, I haven't even used my planner for like a month because I've been gone, and I need it now. I have like a million things to like put in there. I have a lot of planning to do, basically. That's what's going on. That's why if I don't film, it's because I'm laid out on the floor, puking into a bucket, puking into my toilet, puking into a sink, not eating, losing weight, and feeling like I'm dying. That's me the next few weeks. So wish me luck. Wish me luck with this pregnancy and with 4 kids. Like, 2 of my friends have 4 kids, and it looks like a lovely, great time. Sock's cousin has 4 kids. I always wanted 4 kids. I've just never had an oops, and this is definitely an oops. A good oops, but still an oops. So guess it's baby time. And once I think once I get to next week, or once I get to tomorrow, once I make sure there's a baby in there, I guess I'll start pregnancy vlogs, and I guess I'll detail this more. It is my last pregnancy, so I guess it would be a good idea to like document everything and just have it for me, especially because this is it. I promise. Hey, I am on my way to my ultrasound. Real quick, I had lost these. I found them. This is the picture of the zygote, which is now officially a fetus. But yeah, this was at 6 weeks and 3 or 4 days. I don't know, something like that. 6 weeks, 4 days, that's what it says. And so you can't really see anything, but that's the baby. And this is its little house. So when we went in, it was alive and the heart had just started beating a few days prior. So it's alive. Last time I checked, I am currently almost 10 weeks. And in 2 weeks, I go in for a major scan. And so hopefully the baby's still alive and still growing and looking good.